Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends and Music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. And Charles and I were original founding members of the Toadies, and now we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, we need your vote.
We do? We do. I mean, yes.
It's our political episode. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Happy politics, everybody.
Don't kill yourself with all the texts and everything you see about politics. Yeah, the election's coming up, so... Yep. We just wanted to kind of delve into something about music and politics.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of songs about politics, but what musicians have run for political office?
Right.
So today we're going to talk about two musicians who ran for political office.
Yeah. They aspired to, I guess, try to make a change.
Do something.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely interesting people.
Definitely
sure.
Interesting people.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is.
Well,
Jello Biafra is interesting to me.
Oh, God.
But Brian Kelley from Florida Georgia Line.
He's interesting.
Is he really?
Strangely interesting.
Okay, maybe.
You got to give that to me.
They had Nelly on one of their songs, so maybe that's kind of interesting.
Oh, wow.
Did you not hear that song? They had Nelly.
I don't try to keep up with them.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Oh, but now I'm going to have to hear it. You brought it up. So.
I'm going to make you listen later.
Okay, later.
But yeah, so we're going to talk about those two dudes.
Yep.
But
so...
have you ever run for office?
You know, I actually didn't run for office in high school, but I tried to run for the main editor of the annual staff.
The yearbook.
The yearbook. And, oh, God, my older sister, she was the editor of the yearbook and things like that. And I kind of felt the burden to follow in her footsteps. And, well, I guess I just didn't sell myself well. But
that would be a hard job. I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, now in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't get it.
Good Lord,
But
man.
I kind of felt like I got slapped in the face because I didn't get the main editor job, but they gave me responsibility for the ROTC and the tennis sections.
Okay, that's
I mean,
all right.
Talk about two of the lamest things to do. This is high school.
You know what I would want if I was going to be on the annual staff? I would want to make the pages that say, have a good summer, don't change.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because they're blank.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the blank pages.
Yeah, you're just making sure that they're in proper order.
Right.
Yep.
There's
that
a blank page.
8.5 by 11.
Right. Done.
So, yes, I had to come up with little fun quips and get pictures taken of tennis players in action and ROTC members in action.
They're shooting off guns and shit.
Yeah. Oh, well, just holding
Marching.
them. Yeah. They didn't allow guns even back then.
Oh, God.
But did you?
You know, I never did run for anything because I wanted to be totally not noticed by anybody ever.
Fair. Yeah.
But when I was in 5th grade, because the principal knew my grandma, I was voluntold to be a hall monitor. I did not want any of this shit. I was new to Texas, and they made me the hall monitor. And one of the things you do after you monitor the halls and tell everyone to get to their classes, which I didn't. Yeah. Because I didn't want to talk to anybody.
I know. They're trying to get you out of your shell, I guess.
Exactly. And then I had to go to the office for the first 10 or 15 minutes of class.
Okay.
And take over for the school secretary so she could go to the bathroom and freshen up or whatever, change the tampon. And I had to answer the phones.
Oh, damn.
And
you're multitasking on this, not just the hall, but
yeah, so after you do that, you walk down to the office and you go, okay, go change your tampon and and
don't flush it.
Right. And then I have to answer the phone. And I prayed. I remember I would pray that the phone didn't ring.
Oh, sure.
I didn't want to talk on the phone, and it could be the cops.
Oh.
You're at a school. Or an angry parent.
Some angry-ass parent.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to say, too, because they didn't give you a script or anything to say. They're just like, be polite and take notes. And you had a little pad to write their numbers down and shit. And I was like, no, too much responsibility.
Yeah.
I want to go back to being unknown. So a couple of times I forgot and didn't go because I actually liked school and I hated missing the first 10 minutes of my class. Because it was English. And as you can tell by my speaking, I'm good at English. I'm fucking great at it.
You just exude English.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so I missed one. I know, exactly.
Yeah.
So I missed it one time and they were like, hey, you cannot do this. And I was pulled out of my class and told, hey, you can't do this. You have to show up for your job. And I was like, I'm in 5th grade. I'm fucking not working yet.
I bet it was the damn office lady because I can see her being a bitch and being like, where's my 10-minute
she's on her
relief?
Period.
Yeah.
And
24/7. Yeah. Bleeding all day long.
And,
has a cushion to sit on.
Right.
Yeah.
And and so I, and I cried. I was out in the hall crying because they yelled at me for being a shitty hall monitor and not relieving the school secretary. So I was good for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then I forgot again. And that time when I was called out of class, I had to go to the principal's office.
Oh, shit.
And I sat down in one of those fake leather chairs that sounds like farts. When and was yelled at for being a horrible person. And poor Miss Nancy or whatever the hell her name was, not getting a break.
Oh, God. And they're probably like, your grandmother would be so disappointed in you.
That's what they told me. So they're like, we're going to call Eloise and let her know.
Oh, my God. That is such a grandmother name.
Eloise. Tell her I'm bad. And so they're like, you are no longer a hall monitor. And I was like, wait, this term.
Bingo.
Wait. And I was like, had to pretend to be sad for a minute. The only thing I was worried about was calling Eloise. And so I talked to my mom and my dad and my grandma. And we sat down and I was like, I am sorry. I didn't want to do this. And my parents are like, great. My grandma was like, I'm embarrassed. And then I was like, I don't care. And my parents are like, you're good. You're good. But my parents had my back. My grandma actually wanted me to do that and carry on the family name
of hall monitor.
So,
oh my God, the generations were ruined because of you.
Horrible.
I can't believe that. And you weren't even a hall monitor for only a week. They gave you the job.
It was a little bit longer than a week. I hated it.
That sucks.
And I did not want it. I was new to the school. I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was horrible. I did not want to do it. And I was so happy. I was like, fuck, if I known not showing up would get me out of it.
Right.
Would have done it sooner.
Oh, yeah. 2 days and you're done.
So hard.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you've used that to live your life.
Yeah.
Ever since then.
Right. I will never fucking be a hall monitor.
If I don't want to do it, I just don't.
Don't show up.
Yeah.
Don't show up.
Yeah.
And then, make a good excuse like, my grandma didn't want me to come.
Right? Oh, God.
That's not a good excuse, but better excuse is like, I fucking love English class.
Yeah. You got to get there and learn your words.
Right. And that is why I suck at English today, is because I missed the first 10 minutes of class for God knows how fucking many weeks.
I smell a lawsuit.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'd be suing you.
I did not get a proper public school education.
No damn star test
fuck.
back then. Well,
Anyway, let's talk about some good shit.
The guy I'm talking about, good old Jello Biafra, lead singer of the Dead Kennedys. God, I love that guy.
I love him so much.
Oh, he made that band. I mean, just his aggressive lyrics, his anti-political ideas, and what he'd sing about. It just
his rubber gloves that he would wear on stage.
God, he was so cool.
He's maniacal.
Yeah, and he decided in 1979, which was really early in the stages for the Dead Kennedys. They had just kind of started playing together.
Was it that early on?
It was. This was very early on. It was so November 4, 1979, voters in San Francisco had the option to vote for Jello Biafra into office as mayor of the city. And I mean, it was perfect for him. It was kind of the finger to politics, with him being the one to run for mayor.
The rubber gloved finger.
Yes, yeah. He ran his campaign with the tagline, "There's always room for Jello," which was the tagline for the Jello product, right. Which was worked out perfectly.
Old people love Jello. That would have been another one.
Oh my God, yeah. Right?
And then he could reverse psychology old people, and they're going, "I'm voting for Jello,"
because they think they're just going to get a container of Jello.
Right? They fucking love it.
And see, now it shows how early it was, because before D.H. Peligro was the drummer for the Dead Kennedys, the guy, I can't remember his real name, but they called him Ted, was the drummer for the Dead Kennedys. And while Ted and Jello and the other members of the Dead Kennedys were at a Para-Ubu concert.
Oh, yeah.
Ted, the drummer, at the time of it, said to Biafra, "You have such a big mouth, you should run for mayor." And
genius.
Yeah. And so Jello thought, why not? And so at the show, he wrote his platform on a napkin.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And so he came up with ideas of what he was going to be pushing for if he were to be mayor, what he'd put into effect. And some of those things were,
free Jello.
Yeah, see, I know, pudding or gelatin, either one. But he required businessmen to wear clown suits within city limits. He wanted to hold elections in which police would be voted into office by the neighborhoods they patrolled.
I like that one.
There are some of these where it's like, yes, it's a finger to the whole professional aspect of society.
But there's some goodness to that. In fact,
it really is.
I think some cities do that now.
Do they really?
I am pretty positive they do.
Look at Jello setting precedents.
Yep.
Yeah. He wanted to tear down Pier 39, which was a big tourist attraction there in San Francisco, because just too many people were there. They'd watch seals come up, and I think it was just another finger to just society.
Right. To visitors.
Yeah. He wanted to legalize squatting in vacant tax delinquent buildings.
Okay.
He wanted to pay the unemployed to panhandle in wealthy neighborhoods.
Oh my God.
He wanted to ban cars citywide. And then he also wanted to erect a statue of a guy named Dan White, who was on like a supervisor board in San Francisco, and he assassinated the former mayor George Moscone and board supervisor Harvey Milk. But he wanted to erect a statue of him at the parks and then have the parks department sell eggs, stones, and tomatoes that could be thrown at the statue.
Yeah, because that guy was a dick.
He was.
When you said that they were going to erect a statue to him, I was like, damn, he killed Harvey Milk.
Just for that point. So, yeah, no, that guy was a dick. It was a psycho story.
That's a great idea to have effigies of people
Yeah.
Where you can throw
where you can
shit at 'em.
desecrate it and
Yeah.
do all that stuff. It's not bad, is it?
I like that.
And now some of the tactics he did on his campaign were really, I mean, just fun. Now, one of Biafra's opponents was Senator Dianne Feinstein.
Oh, God.
And I always remember that live video of Dead Kennedys performing because I didn't really know the politics back then. But he said, and this song's dedicated to banker, butt licker, Margaret Thatcher Feinstein, the dragon lady with no fucking heart.
Dang, man.
Oh, she was an evil one. But she was the one that was serving the rest of Mayor Moscone's term after he had been assassinated. So basically, Jello was running against her. And now she did that thing that politicians will sometimes do. She spent a few minutes doing something just for the press to be able to capture it.
Oh, no.
She swept the streets in downtown San Francisco for just a little bit. You know, getting out there and working and trying to beautify the town.
Yeah.
Well, she did that, and then Jello decided that he would stage a stunt where he went to Feinstein's lawn and vacuumed her leaves. So,
God dang it!
I know that was classic. Then he also did a whistle stop campaign tour along the BART line, which I guess is the transit system over there. And there was two signs that came to be famous that kind of represented his running for mayor. One of the signs that someone was holding says, "If he doesn't win, I'll kill myself." And then another sign said, "What if he does win?"
That one's best.
Yeah, that one's
good.
really good. But there's some pictures of him like being on the steps of some political spot, and these people are holding these signs that say those things.
Genius.
But well, the race happened, and of course, Feinstein went on to win. But here's the cool part. Biafra came in fourth, now with only 3.79% of the vote, but that equaled 6,591 votes for Jello to be mayor.
That's freaking awesome. And I would have voted for him.
I would have, just to shake that all up.
I voted for Kinky Friedman for governor of Texas.
Yeah, I know.
Same kind of thing.
It really is.
Someone who's not normal.
Yeah, someone who stands out from all of just the that you get in politics. So I know that would have been fun to see him doing that. But since then, Jello's gone on tours with spoken word performances, still makes music. He even ran for president as a Green Day party candidate in 2000. But he didn't get past the point where he would be put in the actual election. He just kind of ran for their party, and it didn't work out. But he continues to support whoever he deems is right for the society and in politics.
Was it Green Day Party or the Green Party?
The Green Party. Did I say Green Day?
Because I was thinking, I was like, fucking Green Day has their own party. And my head went off in a totally different direction. Like, can we have a Jackalope Party?
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine? Because it would fit. You'd have an elephant, a donkey, and a fucking jackalope.
Oh. Say no more.
Right?
Say no more. Oh, yeah. I love
Pick
that.
us.
God. I can't believe
I don't
want to
run for anything.
Yeah.
Vote for us. We're not running.
You don't even want to be a hall monitor.
Right. A vote for us means nothing.
Yeah. It's like
the
person running for office never shows up for any speeches or
at
anything.
All. Just doesn't show up. And we
don't
still
even
want
know
business.
Who Lisa is.
Right. We want businessmen who wear clowns.
Oh, my
suits,
God. So many good ideas he had. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want statues to throw shit at, too. Why not?
Because you already throw shit. You just need statues.
Right. And I want to outlaw live, love, laugh. That'll put Hobby Lobby out of business.
Yeah.
So people have to go elsewhere to get yarn. But yeah, I want to outlaw that. I'm with Jello.
Yeah, I know. Great ideas. And it kind of pushes the envelope. You got to respect that. But now, who are you talking about? The Florida Georgia Line guy.
Yeah. This band.
Let's have a moment of silence.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
They ushered in bro country. I feel like
that's nasty.
They're totally bro country.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk about Brian Kelley. And in 1922,
two first names.
Yeah, Brian Kelley. And actually, it's not in 1922. February. I'm in the 1900s again.
We're in the 1900s
February
now. Yeah.
Of 2022. The band Florida Georgia Line broke up. I wish it was 1922 that they broke up.
Well, with their
Before
ideologies, yeah, 1922.
The Florida Georgia Line broke up in February, and the world sighed in relief. That's my opening line. Yep, which I
Amen.
So the band is comprised of Tyler Hubbard and Brian Kelley. Those are the two main guys. There's other guys. Your drummer who no one knows whose name is, and he's playing lit covers in Nashville in some pub.
Yeah.
He's in a lit tribute band.
Anyway, poor guy.
So these two, Tyler and Brian, went their separate ways.
Yeah.
And the breakup was a long time coming. There was fractures that were very easy to see in articles and interviews. The struggles started to become public in 2020, so 2 years prior, as they started airing their political differences.
Oh.
And it started growing a wedge between the band that was longer than the Florida-Georgia border.
Oh, wow. You're writing for the Washington Post.
Yep, look at me. So fans started to suspect that something was wrong when Tyler and his wife unfollowed Brian on social media.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Oh, no.
And I just want you to know, don't freak out. I unfollowed you in all social stuff. I did that this morning. But I did that because you like too many fucking cat videos. And so anyway, so don't freak out. It's not political. It's fucking cats. And it's not even like Cats the animal, it's Cats the fucking Broadway play. And I'm fucking tired of that shit.
I keep trying to convince you Broadway is the way to go. I mean, God bless. I mean, there's nothing better than a show tune to fix your day.
Fuck. Can you imagine though? They're like, like you don't even have a conversation with your bandmate. You just like unfollow. You and your wife all of a sudden like disappear. They're like, goodbye.
I know. Now I'm going to really question my Broadway post. Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
and also those get ready with me videos that you do. You're like, get ready with me. And you're like, I put on chapstick. And they're like, shave your head and stuff. And like, yeah, you've done those? Ugh, those TikToks.
But you gave me that idea.
I know, but it was a bad idea.
Oh, God.
Don't ever do get ready with me. Anyway, so So Brian's attention was divided very early on in his career. So he liked politics. In 2016, Brian decided to run for city council after he ran into some issues while they were in the planning stages of opening a bar. So Florida Georgia Line opened a bar in Nashville.
Yep.
And it was a bar and grill type thing, and they ran into some issues. So
I think I remember reading a 1-star about their bar.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, why didn't I do that one? Fuck. Anyway, so he was like, "Fuck, the way I get around this is I'm going to run for city council." So he did.
Okay.
He did.
Oh.
And yeah, he didn't do well. Kind of went down in flames. He received less than 1% of the votes. And
oh my God.
But I mean, he was on tour. He was running for city council, and he was touring with a popular band.
Yeah.
And trying to open up a bar, and he thinks everybody knows who I am. I'm just gonna put my name on this here ballot, and maybe just take your number 2 pencil and circle that in your Scantron. So it didn't go well.
Yeah.
And but it was a huge distraction to the band.
Sure. Yeah. Things getting in the way.
So busy touring schedule pulled him away from the political aspirations for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, in 2018, he decided to run for the city wastewater manager. Because someone told him, hey, you got a shot at this. There's you're the biggest name on the bill here. The city council and people, are far more politically connected than you.
It's a shoe-in.
Run for the city wastewater position. And so he did. And
he's probably thinking, don't waste water.
Right. Well, he's like, I drink water. I drink water. I could do this. And so he ran. And
water's in beer.
Yeah. He's like, I have running water at my house. We got rid of that
on a good day.
Right? We got rid of the outhouse years ago. So that campaign led to another very disappointing loss.
Yeah.
And this was starting to affect him mentally.
So
he was losing his self-confidence.
Right.
Because he was like, shit, we're selling millions of records.
Yeah, my band's big.
All the bros are showing up, drinking Coors Light and wearing their scruffed up Wranglers.
Oh, God.
And wearing their baseball caps backwards. And riding in their trucks with the windows down, blasting this shit with Nelly singing on it. And I can't even get 1% of the votes to become wastewater manager.
All of his buddies must not know how to vote.
Right? So he couldn't figure out what was wrong. He started spiraling.
Yeah.
It started affecting the band. And then in 2020, he freaking started getting into more national politics and started talking about it more.
What?
It's not really a good idea if you're in a band, I think, to talk about national politics all the time.
Yeah,
maybe but he was really
he was going full deal
about it. And in this, one of the things that he was ranting about was education.
Okay.
Student education. So he's like, you know what? I can make a difference in my kid's life. So I'm going to run for PTA president of a school, the school that his kids went to. And granted, he had not been to. He was kind of, he was the parent who was on fucking tour.
Yeah, never even attended a meeting.
He shows up at a PTA meeting. He's like, I'm putting my hat in. I'm going to run for PTA president.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ban a bunch of books, and I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. And can we have the Bible?
Yeah.
More Bibles in here. And whatever he was doing. I don't know what his platform was.
Right.
But anyway, he lost to a soccer mom.
Oh, no.
But this lady had been to all the bake sales and, had showed up at all the car wash, all the fundraisers for the school. And this guy shows up, Brian Kelley shows up, and he's like, I like to be president. There you go. Let's do it.
Right.
What can I say? Look at me. And
oh God! Yeah. And see, I'm just imagining a Karen as a soccer mom.
It probably was.
Probably.
So, and anyway, so one of the things that she was running on is that she would bake extra carrot cakes for the bake sale if she won.
Oh, okay.
Right. To raise more money because I guess people fucking loved her carrot cakes.
Oh.
So
you gotta
there you
have
go.
an end.
And then he accused her of fucking bribing people with carrot cakes. He's like, just because I don't bake, right. I can't get any votes because I don't bake. And we got Miss Whatever over here, Miss Carrot Cake.
Yeah, he can
bribing everybody with
he
cake.
can do Smokies with a toothpick, but he can't do any bacon.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, it's not going to happen. So, so anyway, he lost again. And
oh my God, this is what, the third loss?
Right.
Oh.
So, later he found out after he lost to the popular mom. He found out through a series of Instagram posts that most of the people in Nashville didn't vote for him because of the name of their band, for Florida Georgia Line. They're in Tennessee. His band is Florida Georgia Line. They're like, dude, you're not even fucking from here.
Oh, no.
Why are you running?
Yeah.
So we got to these people that are like wearing Nashville t-shirts, and he's like, they're like, you just moved here because of your career, and you think you're going to insert yourself into our PTA?
Oh.
We got Miss Karen over here who can make a mean carrot cake.
Mean-ass carrot cake, yeah.
Right. Fuck you, Florida Georgia Line. Go back home. You should go on home to your own state.
God, he's going about everything wrong.
Right. And he didn't realize that. He was like, fuck. And so he approached Tyler and he was like, we should change the name of the band. It's ruining my political career.
Oh, no.
We should not. Let's go on. And change our name from Florida Georgia Line to something that's more aligned, because they were both living in Nashville at the time.
Okay.
They had the bar.
Yeah.
Which didn't do well because it's Nashville and it's called Florida Georgia Line. And so he went to Tyler and wanted to change the name of the band.
Oh.
And Tyler was like, fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Things were already bad.
He's like, don't you know I'm not following, me and my wife are not following you on any of the socials. And we're not changing the name of the band to whatever fucking thing you want to name it.
To make it work for you.
Right, to change your political trajectory.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so the band broke up.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Brian, he got more involved in national politics, more, and still's not doing well with politics. He hasn't run for another office. But the band's split created 2 new solo careers. So Tyler has a solo career, which is doing okay.
Okay.
And Brian's new solo career, Brian says he just wants to get his win. He just wants a win. And he wants and he thinks that his win now will be like a hit.
Oh, no.
And so this year, at the beginning of 2024, he released a single called Trucks, Ducks, Bucks, and Beer. I am fucking not making this up.
Oh, no way.
And I'm just telling him, if he wants to win, if he wants his win, he needs a sequel to this song.
Oh.
Called Truck Nuts, Dumb Fucks, and Beer. And I think that I would buy that. You're going to do Truck Nuts, Dumb Fucks, and Beer.
It's almost like punk country.
Make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
And then, yes. But
then you'll get something.
Something will happen. At least, like, Weird Al will ask you to tour with him or something.
Can you see that being his political song when he comes up to stage to do a speech?
And everyone's like, Truck Nuts! Truck Nuts! Yeah.
I mean, the shopping malls will love that when he comes to speak.
Well, I mean, you got merch already.
Yeah.
Right?
Outside of a J.C. Penney.
Right.
Just, yeah.
I mean, if you sell Brian Kelley truck nuts, man. And then he can even say, even for you liberals, you can put one on your Prius. Here's your Brian Kelley truck nuts.
See,
right?
I know you've got the marketing thing.
Anyway,
down. You got to talk
I do
to
too.
him.
You should hire me.
He really should. Do you really want to be a part of his party, though?
No.
Okay.
He's losing.
I mean, if you're not going to follow me because of Broadway, I mean, you're not even going to begin to follow this
Truck
guy.
nuts.
I know. I mean, my God, I would be so pissed if you follow Truck Nuts and you don't follow my Get Readies.
Oh, what if he did a thing with corn? I know, get ready with me. What if he did corn nuts?
Oh,
Truck
now
nuts,
see?
corn nuts, and some other kind of nuts.
And beer guts.
Yeah. Yes.
Truck Nuts.
Corn nuts, beer guts. God, man. So, I mean, the song writes itself.
God, we shouldn't give him this idea. We need to write it.
Oh, my God. We could be like Post Malone.
You
and
know
have
what?
A
I'm going to
country
start
career.
working on it. Yeah, we're going to have a country song.
Okay.
Truck. Okay. Yep. It'll go on the Jackalope
Oh,
playlist.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it'll be a good song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just saying.
I'll let you sing it.
Oh, and I will. I'll sing the hell out of it.
You'll be able to hit that middle C. No problem.
I don't know if that's a C.
I don't know.
It could be.
It's a
I mean,
note
if
of
I
some
say
sort.
It is.
Yeah, right. That's a high C.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh God! Listen,
Oh.
we're saved by the kazoo.
Oh, the kazoo.
It's got to be in the song.
Oh, of course. You hear that, honey? You got to play kazoo.
And you know what? That song will get more than a Lone Star.
Oh, yeah.
Because
No.
we're at the part of the song. We're at the part of the song.
Well,
the-
that too.
We're at the part of the song
We're at the part of the song
where the
that's
kazoo
kazoo
goes.
goes.
It's just to the Lone Star Salute.
Ah, yes.
And this is where we talk about 1-star reviews of anything to do with music.
yeah.
A musician, a show, an album.
A Florida Georgia line bar.
Yeah.
Anything where someone has just got an opinion about it and they were willing to voice it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to do it now.
Yeah.
So I've got one from Florida
okay.
Georgia line.
Oh, okay.
And this is by Berta Bound Town.
Okay, okay. She
and-
didn't vote for him, I
and
guess.
Berta Bound says, has Florida Georgia line gone too far? So they start with a question.
Oh.
It says, so there I am installing various electrical components on my work site, and the shitty country radio is playing. Seemed like a pretty normal day. Then I hear the radio host mention the next song will be an FLG song, Florida Georgia.
Oh, you had me
FGL.
there.
FGL, rather. I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic and I change the thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. It will be an FGL song. And I think, great, more of this garbage.
Uh-huh.
It's meant to be. It was called, and I don't think I've ever heard a song so bad in my life. So meant to be. Do you know that song?
No.
I don't know it either. I don't know any Florida Georgia
Yeah.
songs except for the Nelly one.
Yeah.
And I call it the Nelly song.
Okay.
So it's
you
not
don't even
Florida
give
Georgia
them
Line.
a nod. Yeah.
So the sheer crappiness of the song dwarfed every single shitty pop country song since Tim McGraw whined his way into the spotlight. Some nights I wake up in cold sweats at the thought of this trap country song. I'm baffled at the travesty that could not be prevented at the Geneva Convention talks. The invention of mustard gas and the Holocaust are drafted by this inhumane form of human punishment. In fact, capital punishment seems like it is the only answer for this national crime against all that is good. I rally my countrymen and women to have these villains rounded up to be hanged, drawn, and quartered before publicly confessing their crimes against country music. I am more hurt by this blatant attack on country music than 9/11. The Rwanda genocide, Chernobyl, and every single mass shooting or culling in human history put together times 10.
Oh, God. That's an FGL attack.
Berta Bound did
Berta
not like
Bound.
meant to be. And now I want to hear this song.
I know.
That's worse than Hitler? What the fuck?
God, that's
It's worse than mass genocide?
Yeah, no kidding. I I do have to hear
I
this
mean,
song.
I hate country music, but I never have compared it to genocide.
No. It's not like it's going to wipe out a nation.
Right. And they're at the workplace. They're working. So on the work site, I hope they don't have tools in their hand because it sounds like some shit could go down.
Oh, God. They could be throwing wrenches and, I mean, everything would go bad.
A saw could get out of hand. No.
Man, that was some angst.
Yep. It was well written.
It really
for
was.
A work site person. I mean,
they did. They were very eloquent about it.
Right.
So.
And they know history.
Yeah, they did some research.
So they probably didn't go to the school that Brian Kelley wanted to be the
PTA
president of with the Bible learning.
They actually did some learning.
Right.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, and
there you go, Birdabound.
Yeah. Well, mine's not as angsty as that, but it was reviewed by a guy named B. Miller for Bedtime for Democracy, the Dead Kennedys album.
Ooh, that's a good album.
Well, his title is Bad. And he says, this is the worst album ever by the Dead Kennedys. Of all the albums ever by them, this one is by far. Do not buy this. You will be extremely disappointed. Blah. I'm still pissed that I bought it. I was even told it wasn't good, but I didn't listen. Done make the same mistake I did. I don't know why I said done make the mistake. Save your money and buy plastic surgery disasters.
I made myself dizzy shaking my head.
I thought I saw something in my peripheral.
Because that is bullshit. That is a good album.
I don't know.
I can't think of a bad Dead Kennedys album.
There's no such thing. No.
Yeah. This person is a jackass. What's their name again so we can hate them? B. Miller?
B. Miller.
Do we know this person?
No, I don't know B. Miller.
Good thing.
Barney Miller?
Barney Miller. Oh, yeah.
An old cop.
Right.
Yeah.
An old cop hates the fucking,
Yeah, no kidding.
Figures that an old cop would hate the Dead Kennedys album. Yeah.
Yeah, with Police Truck and all that stuff, all those songs.
You and your mustache. Get the fuck out of here. Go shave.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Go run your office.
You know what saves us from being mad at Barney Miller?
Oh, is it an ending that's kind of happy?
Yeah.
Oh, the happy ending.
See, I mean, just let it go. Let it go.
I know. Let it
go.
But we don't know if we'll be able to let it go when we hear this song.
It's not the happy ending.
Yeah. I know.
So, politics make people crazy.
They can.
Barney Miller sucks. But people do and say things to get a vote and get ahead. They say all sorts of shit to try and make you get on their team.
Inundate you with shit.
Right.
Oh,
Jello's political journey was well documented.
Yeah.
Brian Kelley's was not because it just was not covered.
Right. Probably people didn't take him seriously.
Right. I didn't think so.
Yeah.
You can see interviews with the band where they allude to the problems with the political leanings of band members.
Oh yeah,
and
we've talked about that a few times,
right? And that's about as close as you can get to proving what happened with Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I think more happened that they sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everybody.
Fix that first.
But yeah, and in fact, the genocide thing probably had something to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Birdabound. But
I know.
But for right now, the Brian Kelley thing is still a jackalope until Brian and Tyler will talk more about it.
Yeah.
And they're really not saying a whole lot. And they're asked about it a lot.
Oh.
And in every interview, they're like, so what about the political stuff? And they're like, yeah, well,
It's like politics. No comment.
Right.
No comment.
Or they say, like little...
Yeah.
Little
Or just like, yeah.
They're like, we didn't get along.
Yeah. Do you have any corn nuts?
Yeah.
They'll change the subject.
Karen carrot cake.
Karen Carrot. That's going to be our other song, Karen Carrot.
So, but Jello, that's not a jackalope. That's for fucking real. That guy's
It was the coolest thing ever.
he's a saint.
Mm-hmm.
Saint Jello.
Yeah.
And
even though he didn't win, it was just a whole finger to the system. And I love it.
yeah, and that's what the band was about. That's what punk rock is about.
Yeah, it is cool.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
So
I do too.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you listening to another episode of Jackalope Tales. Please follow the links in the show notes and check us out on all the socials.
Yeah, definitely. Like, subscribe, rate, leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, and click on the supporting us. I mean, come on now.
Support us.
If you like this, you need to let us know.
Be our jockstrap.
And we've also got merch. I mean, shirts, all different colors, stuff on the back of some of them, and hockey pucks. Oh, my God. Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Oh, yeah. And we've tested it, and it is Jackalope approved.
It is Jackalope approved. We really appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah.
And please join us next time as we question, is it real or is it a jackalope tale?
Yep. Or is it corn nuts and beer guts?
Could be.
You never know.
Can we get truck nuts to sell? Do people like that?
I mean, if it's if there's a song
nuts?
to it.
What
Jack
about
nuts?
You know, Buc-ee's has nuts. Bucky
Yeah?
nuts. What if
Oh,
we have little
no.
jackalope nuts?
Oh, we should go to a Buc-ee's and perform.
Yes.
Beaver nuts?
Beaver nuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Jackalope nuts.
Oh, my God.
I think they would taste better than beaver nuts.
Yeah. Oh, of course they would.
Beaver nuts are too hairy. Jackalopes are kind of clean shorn down there.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of a nice chewable size.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we'll work on that. Oh, man. Is it a cover song?
Is that it?
Did they do it?
That's
did
it?
A cover of it?